Would you wire your brain to play a game? Ex-Neuralink exec Alex lays out why you might head to the neurosurgeon someday.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex and I'm a lawyer and play one on TV, but so today I'm going to mostly be talking about brain-machine interfaces. I spent the last 5 or 6 years working with companies that make brain-machine interfaces, which means like could be headbands or wristbands, or it could be like brain implants that connect with your machines, and how this might affect the future of gaming. So one of the things I tried to do when I started doing this work was ask people, why are we doing this? Like, why are you doing this? Why are we doing this? And so one of the answers, there's a lot of people who are healers and think this is going to do a lot of things to cure people. We can work on Parkinson's, we can work with the paralyzed. There's a lot of people who want to augment themselves and be able to have Wikipedia in their brain or have extended memory. And then there's people who sort of want to become the Borg and want to know what it feels like to connect with other people in a way that is not mediated by words or by gestures or other things. But the thing that really got me excited once I figured out why we were there was the fact that you can rewire your brain. And in the last couple of years, we've talked about neuroplasticity. There's a wonderful book called Live Wired about this, about how you can selectively rewire your brain into the brain you want it to be. And there's a slogan from the 40s in neuroscience that's neurons that fire together, wire together. Meaning, if you can synchronize the inputs and outputs of the way that your neurons and other parts of your brain are working, you can change the way that they work. 2 quick seconds on how you teach a monkey to play Pong with its brain. The first thing you do, get the monkey, teach it to play Pong, give it a brain implant that connects with a computer. Joystick, uses the joystick to play the game. Second step, disconnect the joystick. Now the monkey's playing Pong with its brain. Right, it has a brain implant that is controlling the cursor and causing it to move back and forth. But it's still using its hand, just doesn't know that the joystick is disconnected. And then finally, you remove the joystick. And now he's just drinking some banana smoothie and playing some Pong with its brain. And this sort of blew my mind when we did this, being there for this experiment, because I realized this is how you synchronize your brain. And so gaming, there's a bunch of data over the past 10 or 20 years about how gaming is good for you, which I thought I'd mention since we're here for this. One of them is just good old conventional gaming. It's good for your reflexes. It's good for multitasking. It's good for all sorts of other things. Tetris has been studied more than many things. One of these things is called the Tetris effect, where your spatial memory expands, your ability to track things in time expands. The thickness of the areas of the brain that are correlated with spatial reasoning actually get thicker in people who play Tetris. Another thing about the Tetris effect that really gets me is that if you play Tetris immediately after a bad or traumatic experience, supposedly, it causes those memories to not encode as deeply. Meaning if you have a bad experience and play some Tetris, you might not feel as bad or remember it later. There's a game called NeuroRacer that UCSF did a couple years ago, and this was for the elderly to increase their ability to multitask. And you see the sort of brain scans on the right where people are able to multitask better by doing a driving simulator. There's a popular game called Super Better that people know that was first started by a gamer named Jane McGonigal after she got a concussion. It was first called Jane Slays the Concussion, I think, and then they changed it to Super Better. Has over 1 million users and sort of works on positive psychology principles to try to help people rewire their brain. So this insight combined with brain-machine interfaces leads to, I think, this exciting point, which is that brain-machine interfaces will provide us with more precise and faster feedback for what we are doing to our brain than anything we have right now. And feedback is sort of the basis of learning and rewiring your brain. This is why dancers use mirrors. This is why Jimi Hendrix uses Marshall stacks. You want to be able to get that uptake process into your brain as quickly as possible. And once we learn what we're doing now with what are called open loop systems, you control a thing, it happens, and that's where we are now. As we increasingly have AI and other technologies, you have what are called closed loop systems. The game will change and adapt to you while you are playing. So you are rewiring a piece of software while it is rewiring your brain in the way that you want it to do. And there's a lot of potential applications here, such as memory games and physical therapy, but also anxiety and mood disorders and addiction and other things where it has proven very useful. Sounds great. Wait, do I need brain surgery for this? So there's different ranges of things, some implantable, some not implantable. And the jury is a little bit out based on the laws of physics and the rules of biology on how well some of them are going to work. But basically, of course, it's better to be inside the stadium than outside the stadium if you're going to be a coach. And so but nevertheless, people might be reluctant to initially get brain implants. And so there's going to be a lot of exciting wristbands, headbands, skull caps, and other amazing things coming in the next 10 years. So hope to see you at the neurosurgeon.